in a system. Got several planets with biologicals. I was jumping out from my carrier to do my normal routine and came across this system. Don't think it has anything super high value, but you know, let's go get some stuff. It'll be fun, at least for me. Had a good time yesterday. Found some stratum tectonicus, my big favorite. Didn't find a lot of it, just found one, but it was okay. 4 hours took me 4 hours to get 150 million. That's about half of average, but maybe we can do better today. We'll see. I don't know how long I'll stream this particular stream because it'll take me several hours depending on jump times to get back to the bubble. And I'd kind of like to stream again tonight with some AX stuff, maybe. If I get back in time and it's not too late. But we'll see. If I was really concerned about it, I'd already be jumping back. There's always tomorrow. And I'm assuming everything's working. Let me, okay, make sure my audio level's there. Closed captioning is working, so. Get down to the daylight side here and map this puppy and see what we got. This is 8A. Got 3 biological signals, so see what we got. It looks like a moon to me. Alright, we're gonna need the other scanner. Okay, here we go. 4 probes. Probably can do it with 2. Hopefully all 3 signals will be in the same area, so
surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Oh, that's not good. Tubus is always good. Definitely go for the tubus. I like getting the conchas. Trying to see where these areas might overlap. Okay, we'll go to where that one concha is. That looks like the tubus is there also. Hopefully it won't be too rough a terrain. Conchas or concas or whatever they're called, typically are in hilly terrain, you know, around the valleys or ravines. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to slow down just a little bit, Commander. In the pipe 5 by 5, so to speak. The terrain's gonna look like, oh yeah, of course it's gonna be rough where the concha is, but the tubus should be right there on the plains next to it, so see what we can find. The tubus probably pays better. Let's see if we can find the little balls first. Everyone's having a good day. Looks like the other Twitch streamers are out in full force. Some of the big guns won. If you were watching yesterday, you probably heard me complaining to myself about not having a couple of things done in regards to the upcoming fundraiser. I now have most of that done. Oh, that's interesting looking terrain, isn't it? Huh. 0.13 Gs. My speakers down a little bit. But I do have command in Discord. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that. Maybe. I don't know if it'll work in this one. Oops. I may have to do that from the other chat window. Yeah, let's try doing it here and see. There it goes. But that's the 14th. Also, there's a promotional video that I'll show here in a little bit once we get further into the stream. Not sure. I'm not sure how that did that. That's weird. In one chat window, it shows up fine. Interesting. But there it is. Also, if you're curious about the Macmillan cancer support group, there's a link to their website. There should be a link to the website there. I don't know what's showing up, what's not. Let me pull up my actual stream a moment and see what's in the chat window to see. Both my chat windows that I'm looking at are different. Okay, it appears to be there. All right, but there's a link in there with information about the organization and where they spend their money, where they get their money, and what services they provide. All right, we're down. Let's see what we got. On this plane, we might come across the tubas before we come across the Conchas, because they're going to be. We'll go ahead and get the tubas. These are. Wait a minute. Nope, that's a Concha right there. We'll start with that then.
Landing gear deployed.
Tubas is usually easy to spot. They're think of them as like a soda straw with things growing on top of them. They poke up out of the ground. I'm still maneuvering windows around from that last thing there. Are you not going to land? What is your problem here? We're going to be bitching about the auto lander, aren't I? Why does it say unsuitable terrain? What could be wrong with this terrain? Far better than what we're going to try to do when we go down these ravines looking for stuff. Didn't really plan on streaming this time of day, but here I am. I think my voice attack stuff's turned on. Roll call. Roll call. Maybe it's not turned on. Oh well, I'll work on that in a minute. Let's see. Move me sideways a little bit. So where'd it go? There it is. See a couple of them there. Interesting color sky. It's a rock. Doesn't look to be a rare concha, whatever.
Concha labiata scanned.
Concha.
Base value 2,352,400. Minimum sample distance 150 meters. First partial sample collected.
All right. Maybe next one we can find, we'll have the two patches of them within 150 meters. I can just walk over to it. Kind of saves time instead of lifting the ship up and finding some more and then landing.
Landing gear retracted.
Right. Let's see if we can find another one or two over here.
Minimum distance reached.
Didn't take it.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
That one right there. there any within walking distance? Maybe. Let's see. Act the cheat a little bit. Let's kind of split the difference a little bit. Let's see. All that careful positioning. Watch the auto lander move me somewhere out in the next county over. Now what's going on with my voice attack? Roll call. Roll call.
I'm right here.
Standing by.
Guess it just didn't understand me.
Smells like stormtroopers in here.
Disembark.
Ready for action.
Game hasn't crashed on me yet today. Where'd it go? Is it just hiding down there? It was hiding.
Second partial sample
I saw
collected.
some more behind the ship, that's why I kind of landed there. So let's go see if it's 150 meters distance. Looks like it is. So. Is that one right next to the ship? I wonder if it's far enough. Or is that a rock? It's going, so it must be. Excuse me. Must be one.
Minimum distance reached.
Works for me.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
Well, that means we don't have to go down into the ravines. Kind of disappointing.
Sample collection complete.
Usually these things lay in piles of them in the ravines. We might cruise through there anyway, just for the fun of it. Board the ship.
Transitioning to ship.
What do y'all think? Take a scenic tour.
Landing gear retracted.
We go look for the tubers. Not looking for anything down here. I'm just going for a joyride real quick. I guess down deep I wanted to be a buckyball pilot. I'm not good enough. That's what shields are for. Not seeing anything down here. Ads are going to start in a minute, according to Screen Manager, which is complaining my bitrate was too high, even though I haven't changed any settings. I lowered it a little bit. Had a problem yesterday where I got disconnected. There was one. I got disconnected momentarily. Or it disconnected me. I don't know. Oh, well, I'm not seeing anything. Well, let's go look for some tubers out on the flatlands a little bit. Supposed to be bacteria here too. It should be anywhere. I'm just getting some altitude to see where the flatlands are. Let's go this way. think we're 2 kilometers up though. Usually Tubus is pretty easy to spot if it's around. May have to go back up and come back down a different spot. I picked this spot primarily for the there's some Tubus right there. I am coasting. That is unbelievable. Oh, I'm not coasting. Sorry. My throttle wasn't completely at 0. Any ads are running. Sorry about that, folks. Get this Tubus. I'll start working it.
Landing gear deployed.
If y'all haven't seen the promotional video for the fundraiser, cancer fundraiser this Saturday, I think Orange Phoenix made it. Disembark.
Departure procedures initiating.
But I suspect you will see a lot of it here in the next few days. There's a lot of streamers involved with it. Trying to get the word out. View it, participate, donate, any of the above. When I say view it, there are multiple streamers during the day that's going to be. It's a good payout. It's going to be participating. You got to go 800 meters though.
First partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding now. Suit offline.
Still don't know what aspect, I should say if any, that I'm actually going to do involving the fundraiser.
Landing gear retracted.
I'm not a PvPer. Now there's a thing called Gank the Ganker where people try to kill the Ganker. I may look into that. Waiting for it to tell me I've gone far enough. Guess not yet.
Minimum distance
there
reached.
We go.
You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Let's see. After I get to complete the Tubus, all that's left on this planet is bacteria. There are 3 other planets though, which probably will be fairly similar. I think 8C or something has more biologics, but we'll see when we get there. One Autolander, you need help? Disembark?
Integrating into suit systems.
Sure you are. I am enjoying using voice attack a little bit more than was when it works. Good. I don't have to, I don't have to take my hands off the joystick as much.
Second partial sample collected.
Tubus campag. I can't even pronounce that. Interesting looking though, aren't they? Never seen them before. It's one of the more common types of tubuses. Still haven't come across any of the more rare things, even though they may not pay tons of money, but like Electrica, Recepta, things like that. Board the ship.
Boarding now. Suit offline.
One last one to do. It looks like it's something pretty straightforward, but it's tooled across this flatlands a little bit.
Minimum distance reached.
Piece of cake, easiest pie, as they say.
Previous sample.
I'll move over just a little bit. Make it a little easier maybe to land. We'll see. I don't even know if I'll go after the bacteria. I haven't seen any though yet. Disembark.
Loading suit systems.
I don't usually worry about the bacteria, as it pays only $1 million. 5 with the discovery bonus, unless it's just there and easy to see, you know, easy to find. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I landed on top of it. Might have to use the camera to get it, see if I can get a picture of that.
Sample collection complete.
I love the floating ships, though. You'd think FDev could do something about that. That's just... They pay so much attention to detail to everything. Why can't they make the struts touch the ground? I mean, really? Board the ship.
Boarding the
I
transport.
mean, it's not a game-ending thing, but still. Now, I want to see if I can get a picture of this, or at least get a good view of it. Oh, that's pretty. Where are we at? Right behind the at. Down here, and fair enough. Huh. That's kind of cool, though. All right. Sorry about that. All right, where are we going to go next? We're on 8A. 8B has also 3 biologics. Probably the same, but we'll go there and spoil someone's day by getting the first footfall. Go. I do like this Mandalay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm like going, I feel guilty. Anyone else feel guilty about their aspects? Should use it just... I mean, it does everything this ship does. I put a SCO drive on it and stuff. Jump range not quite the same, but it does pretty much everything this one does. For exploration purposes, I mean. This ship is just fun to fly, too. And it's so fast and super cruise. Very maneuverable. I did not do my loop of shame counter. Damn it. I need that because reasons. I do a lot of loop of shames. But I gotta make it more than just the counter. I gotta make it like I'm not doing anything. Come on, slow down. That's not quite a loop of shame. Well, yeah, it is. I was perfectly lined up on the daylight side. Well, this will work. Okay, let's see what we got on this planet. But I want to make it like play something or do something, you know, every time I screw something up, it'll like scream shame or something.
By 50%.
Body
Oh, Aliota.
may host a new personal codex entry.
I'm looking over here. That's 7.25 million. We'll have to try to find that. Bacteria and Conca. Okay. Like the Aliotas everywhere, so let's go find some. Of course, the Concha is going to be in rough terrain. We'll go. Okay. We'll go over there. There's some smooth terrain, so hopefully the Aliota will be on it. We'll see what we can find. It'll be fun. Very routine. After this weekend, when this fundraiser's over, as I said, I'm not sure what level of participation I will be doing, but I will be taking my fleet carrier back out with the invitation of anybody that wants to ride along. More than welcome to go out and do some exploration for a few days. I tend to stay. It depends if I'm having really good luck. What's the train look like over there? Let's go over here. And let's try to go over here. I tend to stay out at least 4 days, maybe 5. If I'm having real good luck finding stuff, maybe we'll get lucky and find some up on the plains again. But you notice that the conchas they like rough terrain. Really don't expect any great challenge fighting it. The Aliota might be more of a challenge, though. We'll see. Maybe there'll be some little balls hanging around here somewhere. So they should start popping up any moment. I think there's one right over here or something. Sometimes you find them out just one by themselves, just sitting there. Like that one. We'll start with it, even though it's not the optimum thing to do. I should really be a little more circumspect and try to find some in a patch so I can just walk over to them. But we'll see. When they're laying on the flat surface like this, an SRB is pretty good for it. But as y'all have watched me at any time, I tend not to use an SRB too much. Now, where are you hiding at? There you are, right there. Why are you doing that? We took someone's first fall away from them. Well, kept it from somebody else.
Concha labiata scanned. Base value 2,352,400. Minimum sample distance 150 meters.
I'm just looking to see if I can
First
see another one that I
sample
can walk
collected.
to real quick, but I don't. But they'll be down in that there's a little valley down there. There'll probably be some scattered around down there. I came across, I think it was a type of this that they were silver. Could be wrong though. But it looked really cool. It might have been Recepta. I don't remember.
Landing gear retracted.
See, there's a little valley thing down this way.
Minimum distance reached.
Okay, that's what shields are
Traveled
for,
over
right?
150 meters from previous sample.
I think there's one sitting right over there, maybe one down here, and a whole bunch of them over there. I'm just trying to see if I can get the minimum distance between these to walk to the next patch. I don't know if I'll be able to land here. Let's find out.
Landing gear deployed.
One I was looking at is now behind me. No, I don't see any more in front of me. I'm on land. Land now? Come on, Autolander, you pick this spot. Give it a nudge. Let's go see. Raking in the money. Not big money, but money nonetheless. It's behind us a ways. Here somewhere. That's Aliota right there. The purple. That's not what I'm looking for yet, but that's the Aliota, I bet. We're on 8B. Yeah, there's no Sussex. That's got to be the Aliota. I would have swore I saw a mountain down here, though. Maybe I just saw a rock. I know where to find the Aliota, which is going to be the next thing to look for, which I won't be able to find once I find all these conchas. Where there was one down here? I could be wrong, though. Just get up on the hill and look around. Maybe not. Okay, well. Oh, there's one way over there. We'll go get it anyway, but it's quite a ways away. Things look smaller when you're in the ship, or they're closer. One over here anywhere close by? Well. I wish this was the last sample because I could start with the Aliotas, and I'm going to walk right by. Oh, for Pete's sake. All that for nothing. That just pisses me off. Be too close to the other batch when I walk that far. I wonder what the minimum distance is for the Aliota. I'm thinking about getting in the SRV and just driving down this around this valley looking for conchas. You can see them, but you don't have to be in the air. You know me, I probably won't do that. That's upsetting. It said I was far enough, but that was before I walked half a mile back to find that one sitting there. Once I'm here, I'm going to go up along this hillside to look real quick, just in case one's hiding right over here. Yes, not. Oh well. To the ship. That's a bummer. I'll never find these patch of Aliota again now. Just watch. Watch, as soon as I lift up, I'll see one right in front of me.
Landing gear retracted.
It's like more Aliota. No little balls. Rock. Now, let's go look up on the flatter areas. Usually they hang out ravines, but more EliteDangerous. It's not going to be hard to find it all right now. Whoops. Whoops. Back up. One right there. That's a rock. Of course it is. Right. Change the plans a little bit. Let's Rocks be trolling me. Let's go back old school. See if it's down in the ravines. Found them many times before. Yep. Okay, we can do this. I'm just gonna park here and take the SRV down that way and travel down that valley and see if we can find some. Ain't taking the SRV, but it is what it is.
Landing gear deployed.
Deploy SRV.
Deploying rover.
That worked. If I can remember how to drive. Let's see, I come out the back, so it'll be
Low gravity warning.
over this way down this hill. Whoa, brakes, my friend. See, now you know why I don't drive the SRV. Can't very well. Okay. Disembark.
Of course.
I can probably just walk down to the next
Drive
batch
assist
of them.
off.
Make sure we're not we get hosed on this one.
Second partial sample collected.
Now the question is, see, there's more there. I just wonder if I should just walk down there. What? Where's the fun in that, though? Right? Board the ship.
Boarding the transport.
Hopefully there'll be another patch of them sitting down here soon.
Minimum distance reached.
Great.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
I like that plan. Now where's the other sample? Aliota. I'm not seeing the contents. This plan did not work out as well as I had hoped. Box. Glad I'm in full screen because I'm like leaning far forward trying to. No, where's that rock? Big rock right there. And it's rocks. Right, well, you know what to do here. What we can see first. Right. Look at the ship way over there. Check on these ravines on this side and see. And you know why I like flying around looking instead of this crap. Ooh. Over there. And it's out of there. Alright. Flying. Anything I find now, I'll be too close to the ship. Oh, this is gonna hurt. What is there? What about going the other way? And check down this way. I'm sure these are too close. It's probably the patch that I got originally. But let's go down the other way real quick and see if there's anything. I don't have to go that far. Disembark.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get lucky.
Drive assist off.
I think we're still too close, but we'll find out. No! Hey, alright. We're done with this. And all that Aliota I could find. Watch, I won't be able to find any
Sample
of it now.
collection complete.
Board the ship.
Transitioning to ship.
Hey, Bearded. You work too much. Welcome in. I'm gonna go back down this way and try to find some of the Aliota that I passed by instead of taking the ship up. I know there's tons of it. Oh,
Ads starting in 1 minute.
oh joy. When are you gonna stream on your new Bearded channel again? I don't remember having this trouble before. Go around these big old- Oh, okay, maybe we won't quite go around these rocks. See, now you know why I don't drive this damn thing. We just go until we find these Aliotas, which I know are down this way. You know, when I couldn't find a conscience, all I could find was Aliota. Okay, I have no idea what just happened then. I know I spun, I just don't know what direction I spun around in. And where's the ship? Okay, it's behind me, so let me keep going. Can't see crap out of this windshield either. You're right up on it. Did it again. Fuck this crap. I hate driving the SRV, I really do. I happen to know where there is a ton of these Aliotas at. From the air, remember? We're going to do that. It is spinning out every 3 seconds. Keep your throttle at, you know, oh, there's some right there. Get our first sample here. Disembark. Disembark.
Acknowledged.
Then I'll go back into the air and fly those other big patches of them, or find them. So. The minimum distance for these puppies.
Aleoida Arcus scanned. Base value 7,252,500. Minimum sample distance 150 meters. First partial sample collected.
And I know there's more back that way. Maybe if I get board the ship.
Boarding the ship now.
Before I give up on the SRV, maybe I'll go down the side here and where it's smoother, and then go back down in the ravine. Maybe I'll be lucky and find some up here. I can't see where the edge of the cliff is. Looking at the radar thing.
Minimum distance
Yeah, this
reached.
is so much better.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
Let's get down there and see what we find now. I remember we came across several patches of that stuff. This is doing it the hard way as far as I'm concerned. Like finding this stuff in the air is so much quicker and easier. Meaning, kind of sad because it was everywhere earlier. We are now going back to the ship. Do it my way instead of this way. Retract SRV. Retrieve SRV.
Transitioning to ship.
One of them worked.
Stand by.
And now you see why I hate
Securing the ship.
using SRVs. Operator error, but
Drive assist off. Landing gear retracted.
yeah, if I could remember the direction I had previously came from, over the smoother area where I found all of them earlier. Which, of course, I won't stumble across them again. You know, I'm looking for them. Oops, what's that? Looks like that could be some right there. Some more right over there, maybe. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. No, those are conchas. Conchas, whatever. Okay. Glad I did that before I tried to land. These are everywhere now. Looking for Aliota and finding the conchas. Looking for conchas, finding Aliota. A lot of times things don't show up till you get right up on them now. But those conchas, they'll show up good. Look at these. The conchas are everywhere down here in the valley. And I was finding the aliotas up in the smoother areas too, so. Can't get away from the conchas. They're every freaking where now that I've found all three of them. Yep. Rocks. Check alongside this valley over here. What's that? There's some. Alright, finally.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, well, why don't you try landing? How you gotta be before you decide you can land somewhere. What's the problem here? Auto lander? Now, I know there's another patch within walking distance, but if I don't see it, it's not gonna help me out any. Half Stepper! I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Welcome in. Disembark.
Loading suit systems.
Just trying to get a little bit of last minute exploration before I start my trek back to the bubble. I was going to do that last night, but I said, why? I'm not in a hurry. I can go ahead and get some more exploration in. The second sample.
Second partial sample collected.
I'm just trying to look around to see if I can see any within walking distance. See any though. Vibing, doing my thing. Oh, you're not wrong. Per se there. Board the ship.
Climbing aboard.
No, just one more and we're done with this planet. Because I'm not going after the bacteria.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, there should be some close by. You don't have to go very far.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample.
What shields are for? Oh, there's something. And there's some bacteria. I'm not going after it, but I found that's the first bacteria I've seen since I've been on this planet. I kind of doubled back, so hey, please come on, auto lander.
Landing gear deployed.
Hopefully, I won't be too close to the other sample, like last time. Disembark.
Suit systems online.
Might be a little bit of a walk here, because thanks to the auto lander there. See them down here somewhere. This will be the last one of these, though. And when I get this before I head to the next planet, I will play the Gank Cancer video promo for that. Probably do it a couple of times this stream.
Sample collection complete.
Again, that's a reminder, that's December 14th. 24 hours of fun. Who whispered me? Why did you whisper me? I don't know who you are, Odal Cat. Probably a bot. We'll see. Board the ship.
Boarding. Standby.
Odal, are you watching this stream? You don't have to whisper to ask me how I'm doing. Let me go ahead and play this video, guys. Only lasts about 2 minutes. Promoting the Gank Cancer event.
It's just a true
That's probably a good thing. Thank you there, Half Stepper, for that. I did take the opportunity while the video was playing to go to the bathroom, so that worked out well. Well, what I was saying is, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The event, you know, to watch some of the numerous streamers doing their things, and promoting the video or promoting the event, and trying to encourage people to donate. Let's see. I don't know what I'll be doing yet, if anything, for sure. It's got 6 biologicals. Let's go there and see. But I know if I'm streaming, I'll be promoting the event. Now, as to participating in any of the listed events, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I mean, that's up to me. I'm not really a PvPer. Now, there was one that Gank the Ganker. That sounds like it might be kind of fun, depending on who the Ganker is. I might try to do that.
Landing gear retracted.
But we'll see. Well, I will probably play that, if I go for 4 hours, I'll probably play that video at least one more time. And work on my spiel. Encourage people to
Frame shift drive.
at least be aware that it's going to be happening, and to tune in and
4, 3, 2,
watch for a good cause.
engage.
I did put a link which wasn't necessarily included in the text on the Discord thing. Brother Sabathius had posted a link that I included here about where I say curious about the Kansas sport, to their website. On that website, the link goes to their annual report, but on that website it has information about where their money comes from, where it goes, and all kinds of great stuff. Evidently, they're a fairly large organization in the United Kingdom. They do a lot of good stuff. Okay, I meant to do that. It was a little closer than I realized. Now it's further away than it was when I started. But that's okay. I got nothing but time, right? What? Throttle's at 0. Watch. Are we gonna do it? Yep. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, okay. No loop of shame for that second time. Once is enough. Okay, I spoke too soon. Jesus. Mercy sakes. My loop of shame counter would be astronomical. We got 6 biologics here though. This is 8C. Some of the same things we already found, but some new stuff, so let's see what we got. Nothing super, well, I can find an Alioto on it. Nothing super high in payment, but I'm not, I usually say I'm out for the money, but I'm actually just spending some time sampling and not just looking for stuff, so trying to get all the way on the daylight side here a little bit. That's good enough. See what we got here. 4 probes, probably less than 2, but we'll do 2. Nice flash.
Surface scanned.
I don't usually talk when I'm muted, but I muted the mic.
Body
Surface
8C.
scan.
Aliota's everywhere.
May
That's
host a
kind
new
of a good
personal
thing.
codex entry and has
But I
high
muted the mic
biological value.
when I left the room to go to the bathroom. Factoidia, conscious, Fungoidia. Oh, Fungoidia is tough to find for me to get. It's usually in rough terrain. I don't even see any. Let me get a little closer to see if it says it's there. If some blues start showing up. I ain't seeing it. Oh, there's one patch up there. Wow. Osseous is in the same area. Fungoidia. Alright, we're gonna go there where the Fungoidia is and see what else may be there. Hopefully it'll be concentrated in that area since it's not... Oh, there's another patch of it right down below me. Plans have been made. We're gonna go to that one. Fungoidia, though, I've given up finding it before because it was... I could find the Fungoidia, but I couldn't find a place to land anywhere in the same county, you know, parish, you know, wherever you're from, you know, couldn't find a place to land nearby because the terrain was so rough. And I said, screw it. Now you can see, look at that, see that terrain? Oh, mercy. But we won't know till we get there, so... We started gliding yet. I'm trying to decide which one I want to go for. I'll go for the bigger area. Probably shouldn't, but... Anyway, there's a... See, the Fungoidia is only 2.6 million, or 2.7 million before the bonus. Hardly worth it normally, but yeah, I'll probably find something else before the Fungoidia, actually. No, if I find the Aliota first, I'm going for it because that pays best. Isn't as rough as sometimes. Let's get down here and see 0.18 G. This way. Who knows, we might get lucky. Find it everywhere down here. Not gonna happen. Now imagine the roughest terrain here, and that's where it's going to be. This one. Gravity is 0.18, so might want to slow down just a little bit. Let's go this way, because there might be some place to land over here. I don't know if we see any. Rocks. I don't even know why I'm bothering looking down here, because I'm not going to try to land there. Buckyball racing, folks. Oh, what do we got? Pretty. Maybe I can, if that's it, maybe I can land on top up here. Looks like it's Fungoidia. Looks like it, smells like it. Is it in? If the ship will hold still enough for me to...
Fungoidia stabitis scanned. Base value 2,680,300.
Alright, let's see if we can park
Sample
somewhere. Oh,
distance
there's good.
300
There's some up
meters.
here too. We gotta go 200 meters. Maybe I can walk to the second sample if I can find a place to land up here. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe to park here somewhere.
Landing gear deployed.
Or not. Oh, for Pete's sake. There was a place you flew right over. Been all day walking. Now what you decided can't land here. Disembark. Oh, let's go find out how far we gotta walk.
Suit systems online.
Gonna be a ways. Hades, welcome in, sir. How are you doing? Saw you in, was it Vindy's stream earlier? No, should be down this way over the hill. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I want to go to the rightmost side of it because there's another patch to the left. Maybe I can get 2 samples. You're zipping through some streams. Oh, this isn't too far from this one. Oh, this. I want to keep going first to see if I can get 2 samples out of this area. Not sure. We'll go here and then we'll walk down. Cardison says go. I guess voice attack heard me say something and it did a point or something. I don't know.
First partial sample collected.
Oh, we gotta go 300 meters. That's not gonna be... I don't think I'm gonna be able to walk to that. I mean, I don't think this patch extends far enough for that. We'll see. Maybe there'll be some more up here. Oh, okay. One of these surely would be. Yeah, I'm doing. What's it look like I'm doing? Trying to get some of this done. I'm going to finish this system and then perhaps, well, I don't know. I do want to head back to the bubble tonight though and try to do some AX stuff before the tick happens tomorrow. Come on, give me some that are far enough. Hang on. I'm about
Ads starting in 1 minute.
3,000 or so. Come on. Oh, you know this is far enough. Come on. I think I ran out of patch. Damn it.
Minimum distance reached.
Oh,
You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
of course I have. Yeah, I saw they had delayed it to the 12th. Couldn't be one just standing around out here, but no. Well, like sometimes you get a big patch and you pulse it and one part of it's blue and one part of it's green is what I was hoping for, but see, this isn't going to work. Oh, we'll go back to the ship and go to the air and hope we can find 2 more areas that are landable. I'll show you where I'm at when I get back to the ship. A lot of rain moving through according... Oh! Don't tell me you can't climb up that. Yeah, it says I'm 200 meters. That should have been well within the damn distance to do 2 samples. The ads are running. Sorry about that, guy. Just for grins, I'm going to go look over this hillside just in case there's another patch over here. Probably isn't, but just in case. Save me the trouble of trying to find some more land and stuff. Oh, there is. And that's far away though. And I could probably land over there. Alright, that's good to know. It's directly in front of the ship too, so. Since I don't know where the next patch is that I'm heading to. A little too far to walk though. Board the ship.
Boarding the ship now.
Before that, let's see, I don't know if ads are still running or not. Because I was going to show you there, Hades, where I'm currently located right now. Not that far from the bubble, but I'm out a bit. I tried to get in this spiral arm here where the stars are a little more dense. I had pretty good luck though. I mean, a lot of undiscovered stuff out here, so that's not typically the problem. Okay, now that other patch was right over there.
Landing gear retracted.
Which I probably won't be able to see. We're gonna go. There's a patch there and patch over there. Maybe I can land in between the two and walk between. And then there's another patch right there. Okay, let's see if we can land somewhere around here. Should be. It may take a minute. We can. If I was smart, I'd take the SRV, but y'all saw how I drive the SRV, right? It was actually faster for me to get back in the ship and fly over there than it would be to drive over the SRV. Deploy SRV. But we're going to try it anyway. You see me on the map? Should be an open, so you should be able to see me. Okay, we're going to go to those over there.
Low gravity warning.
We're going to go... What was that? A concha? Yeah. I've already got the concha on this planet? I don't remember. Oh, you see where I'm at on the map. Okay. That's cool. Kind of what maps are for. Again, I will extend the invitation after this weekend. Probably Sunday, I will be jumping the carrier back out to the deep doing more of this. So if anybody wants to hitch a ride, take a nap and wake up, 5, 6, 7,000 light years from where you went to bed, you're more than welcome to climb on board and go do some exploration. Kind of like a mini expedition. No real plan, just go out and rake in some dough.
Second partial sample collected.
I think we can drive over to there and we'll have it. Board the ship.
Stand by. Boarding now.
See how many times I can spin out here though in the process. Try to drive carefully. I think I already got the front of the conchas though. That was I get confused. I'll have to look at the thing when I get back aboard and see. I can look at the planetary organic information, and if it's populated, it'll tell me if I've got it or not. No, in fact, hang on. I do not have the concho on this planet. I can tell by looking at the Elite Observatory. It gives me little check marks on how many samples I have. Why is the turrets deploying because they're far enough
Minimum
away from the
distance
ship?
reached. You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
Yeah, that's cool. Long way to go. Oh, good. There's some closer. Won't have to go quite so far unless get the third sample. I don't know how many samples I have. I have 2, so this is pretty much, this should finish it up. Disembark.
Acknowledged.
Some great skill involved there with that driving, let me tell you. We are definitely far enough. I don't think I'm going to go after the concha yet. I want to go for the Aliota. I've only seen one concha or whatever. And usually
Sample
I'd see more of
collection
it.
complete.
So, board the ship.
Boarding. Stand by.
But fungoid is usually one of the hardest things for me personally to find. So let's see if we can find the good old curious cat. Get back on board her. I guess that was better than walking, at least in this particular case. So. Retrieve the SRV.
Okay, executing now. Stand by.
I have not seen any Aliota or anything
Securing
yet.
the ship.
Maybe it'll be upon the smoother terrain.
Drive assist off.
Any luck. It pays over 6 million, so that's why I'm going after it.
Landing gear retracted.
I'll go check along the tops here, but probably going to head over to where that terrain changes color a little bit. Unless I start seeing tons of conchas around. These things won't resolve till I get close to them. A bunch of somethings. Hey, there's Aliota right there. Okay. But look at all the bacteria. What are these over here? Whoops. And Cactoidea. Huh. Well, we'll go after the Aliota first.
Landing gear deployed.
Bacteria sure stands out well. Disembark.
Departure procedures initiating.
May not be quite as difficult as I had thought, but we'll see. Don't jinx it by talking about it. You'd be surprised, especially you'd be surprised how many times I land and it's right there. I don't even have to just, leave the area.
Aleoida coronimus scanned. Base value 6,284,600. Minimum sample distance 150 meters.
All right, let's go for a walk real
First
quick.
partial sample collected.
We might be able to get all the samples in one spot here for this. That would be optimum. More cactoidy up here.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous
Wonder what the
sample.
separation distance for the cactoidia is. Isn't that cool looking now? Cooler if it was Aleoida. I have made a mistake. I'm going to rectify that before I do it. I'm going to get in the SRV instead of walking. I think all the samples I need will be in this area. I just SRV will be faster, and this is relatively flat, so I should be able to drive, right? Right? Then, if I can get all three of the Aleoidas, maybe I can get all three of the cactoides. I didn't really get bacteria. I don't know what the separation distance for that is. So. Board the ship.
Boarding now.
Deploy SRV.
Deploying rover.
Here we go again. Using the SRV. Setting a bad precedent here for me.
Low gravity warning.
Activating, I think, maybe over here. Turn. These are certainly far enough. That's much faster than walking, isn't it? Disembark.
Of course.
I think there's a type of Aleoida that
Drive assist.
looks like it's got a pumpkin growing in it. In the middle of it, it's got like a green, orange. Okay, we're good here.
Second partial sample collected.
There's some more over there. Those may be far enough, may not be. We'll find out. Board the ship.
Boarding now.
Try not to run over them too much. And it will let me. He certainly looked far enough away for 150.
Minimum distance reached.
Excellent.
You've traveled over 150
Disembark.
meters from previous sample.
Acknowledged.
Drive assist off.
And we'll go back and hopefully the
Sample
cactoide's
collection
separation
complete.
distance isn't too far. I don't know, I only see 2 patches, so maybe there's some more over the hill here. We'll find out. Board the ship.
Boarding the transport.
In fact, I think I'll reserve the ones nearest the ship for last, and I'll go look and see if I can find some that are far away. Before I do that. Keep our speed down so we can maybe not maneuver quite so much. I'm not seeing crap now up here. By the edge more. At least we'll get 1 sample, maybe 2 of the cactoidea. There's right back here. I think I saw the top of one. Not sure. Maybe it was just that rock. That's them over there or not. I say I don't use the SRV and stuff, but when I do like the brain trees and trying to collect selenium, I've actually ran out of fuel and had to synthesize SRV fuel before I was in it so much. Alright, I think we might have enough distance. I have to see what the sample distance is for these, but we might have enough to get all 3 right here. Disembark.
Of course.
Oh, that rain's coming down.
Drive assist off.
Haven't heard any thunder or anything though, so that's a good sign. Well, I'm intentionally going as far as I can in this singular patch to, oh, there's more back over there anyway, so, okay.
Cactoida cord exam scan.
300 meters.
Base value 3,667,600. Minimum sample distance 300 meters. First partial sample collected.
Well, I know we're far enough away over by the ship to get those. So I'm going to keep going a little further here. Board the ship.
Climbing aboard.
I saw some off in the distance there, so let's see what we got. When I say off in the distance, I'm not sure which distance or direction that was. I was looking. That being the case, we'll go get this patch over here by the ship, I think. Climb up here and look. Not seeing any. Hope to be able to get all 3 samples in the same spot.
Minimum distance reached.
Oh, it seems like a long
You've
way
traveled
to
over
go.
300 meters from previous sample.
Yeah, I've been here before. I know there's some near the ship. I just hopefully find some that aren't near the ship. Alright, well, at least they're easy to spot from. Oh, there's one right there. Maybe that's far enough away. I know it's far enough away to sample, but hopefully even far enough away from that group by the ship. I don't know if it is or not, though. Disembark. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Drive assist off.
And we'll head back
Second
toward the
partial
ship. And
sample
hopefully that the group by the ship are far enough away. We'll see. Board the ship.
Boarding now. Suit offline.
Head over towards the ship now. And that's why I reserved them for last. Yeah, that looks like it might be far enough away, especially if I go to the far side of the patch. Don't know though, it hadn't said anything about being far enough away. Looks like there's some over that way just in case. Go see. I think there's some on that hill right over there though.
Minimum distance
Oh,
reached.
good. Disembark.
You've traveled over 300 meters from previous sample.
Disembark.
Drive assist off.
This may be one of those patches that part's blue and part's green. So let's see. Yep, see? Part of it's blue and part of it's green, so we're at the boundary of the minimum distance there. But when a plan comes together. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to go after next.
Sample collection complete.
Board the ship.
Returning to the ship.
So we have the Aliota, the Cactoidea, Fungoidea. On this left is Osseous and Bacteria and Concha. Osseous might be fun to find. Usually it's in more plains, so we'll go off this rough area and fly over to some smoother terrain and see. Whoops! Let's try to steer a little bit. How many times is it going to take me to line up the MSRV? Retract SRV. Retract SRV. So we'll try the Osseous next. Unless I see a bunch of Conchas lying around somewhere, which
Landing gear
I have not seen a lot of yet. Osseous, depending on the type, kind of say practice. I don't even know what that looks like. Usually that's kind of easy to spot, but let me get a little more altitude. I'm trying to find the plains, kind of the boundary between the rough area and the smoother area. Looks like we're quite a ways from that over there. Is there a closer one? Yes, there is. I'll go down this valley just for the fun of it. I'm working my way over to that other area. Be a pretend buckyball pilot. Kind of slow motion buckyball pilot. These rocks, what is that? Just out of curiosity. It's Cactoidea. What are these? Is that Fungoidia? Okay, that's Fungoidia. Alright. Stuff I had trouble finding earlier. Sometimes the osses, though, really stands out. They look like rocks, but they're brighter rocks. And not when you have night vision on. Terrain's changing here, so what do we got? Gordia, Aleota, all mixed together. Area. Man, I should have come here to get this stuff. It's all over the place. Hey, our terrain is changing now. So biology might change. It might not. We'll find out. Osseous is usually kind of large, but it doesn't have to be. I hate that this stuff doesn't render until you get right up on it. I know it's Aleota, but it doesn't render until you get right up on it sometimes. See, once I already have it, you find it everywhere. Literally everywhere. Once I find and get all 3 samples of the osseous, assuming I do, it'll be everywhere. Looks like this.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Ooh, more ads. I know y'all guys live for that. If I was after the bacteria, I wouldn't have any trouble finding it. Alright, let's change up the scenery a little bit more. Again, anything down here? Or Cactoidea. Aleota. Osseous. We'll go over these hills here, and I'm going to spend a whole lot of time looking, but I've got another planet to do. Look at least. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. There they are. But they're not all that hard to find. So. Yeah. Just land.
Landing gear deployed.
See how big they are. They're easy to spot once you find them. I remember the first time I found them, I had looked for them many times. Never could find them. But then after I started finding them the first time, I usually consistently can find them now. But hopefully I'm not jinxing myself by saying that. Disembark.
Loading suit systems.
Just because I found them once. Sometimes they're in patches, and sometimes they're just solitary things standing out in the middle of nowhere. You know what kind of these practices? Yeah. I found these before, I think. Cool looking though. I know ads are running. Sorry about that, guys.
Osseous Fractus scanned.
800
Base value
meters.
4,027,800. Minimum sample distance 800 meters. First partial sample collected.
Is that dirt on top of it? Okay, so you missed it from because of the ads. I found the first Osseous Fractus. Got to go 800 meters for the next sample, though. You get an idea of how big it is, though. Okay. We'll see if we can find it. They're easy to spot from the air, though. Say that if they're there. And it's going to pay, what, $4 million before the bonus. Board the ship.
Boarding now. Suit offline.
Hopefully they're all around this crater or something, so I don't have to go looking everywhere for them.
Landing gear retracted.
Once we found these around the edge, we'll tool around down here, and still got to go 800 meters before we even worry about looking now.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
Cactoidea still. A little lower. Let's see. Surely there's one down here somewhere, right? There's one. There's two. We only need one. One more after this. Assuming it will let me land somewhere in this general area. One more to go. Then we'll be done with this
Landing gear
planet.
deployed.
Disembark.
Loading suit systems.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I said, where are they? But they're easy to see.
Second partial sample collected.
Can't imagine doing this in SRV since they're so far apart and not real common, driving around forever. Board the ship.
Climbing aboard.
Landing gear
15 more minutes. I'll play the cancer promo again. Keep reminding people of that. Not everybody is here for the last time.
Minimum distance reached.
Ready.
You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
FBI, open up!
Who's that?
Wake up.
Vindy.
EliteDangerous is raiding. Forcing 51 victims to suffer through your stream.
Hi, welcome in, Vindy. And Raiders. Red Dawn, thank you for the follow, 07. It's sticky, what is it? That's funny. I saw you kicking butt there, Vindy. Those Thargoids. I'm going to be doing some of that after I get done tonight with my exploration. I'm going to head back to the bubble and try to get some. I'll try to poke some Thargoids in their eyes or something before the tick. You know, and see how it goes. I'm looking for this. Your carrier party? I haven't seen your carrier yet. What color did you get for it? Did you get the Nautilus or what style? Got one last osseous to find on this planet, this godforsaken place. Finding a lot of rocks. Good Waffle House yellow. Well, remind me, or if I remember, if I can find your carrier, I'll bring you some tritium just as a housewarming gift. I only have about 19,000 right now aboard. Well, it's good. I'm glad it's full right now. I'm not doing a very good job of exploration here while I'm talking in chat, but that's okay. I'm looking for this osseous. They stick up really good, but they're few and far between, evidently. Well, she has to do that to put it in the hold. Yeah, if your depot is full, you can buy more tritium and you can transfer it directly into your carrier's hold. If you go to your inventory and select transfer, you can transfer, it to your hold. Other people can't do that for you, though. Now, if what you can do if someone wants to give you a lot of tritium or something is you can put in a buy order for like $1 or something like that, so that it's that you're not really taking away the gift aspect of it, and let them sell you a ton, a crap ton of tritium. That's how I have like 19,000. I don't know how much I have, if I can see that remotely. I started out with 20,000 tons in my hold. Yeah, you can see my capacity there. That's not all tritium, but basically 20,000 of that, or 19,000 something of that capacity is tritium. That, go here. I can see how much tritium. Okay. I have 18,000 tons right now in my hold. So. And as your depot, when you're out exploring, as your depot gets empty, you get into your cargo ship while you're aboard the carrier, transfer some of the tritium to your cargo, then deposit that from your ship with your cargo into your tritium depot. I think it's the stupidest thing is that you cannot remotely go, I've got 20,000 tons of tritium. Why can't I transfer a little bit of that directly into the gas tank, you know? Why do I have to physically be there to do that? You know nothing about exobiology. How do you get started? Well, you need an Artemis suit with the genetic sampler that comes equipped on the Artemis. And you go to a planet that has that's landable with an atmosphere that has biological signals. And that's done, you can tell that by going to a system and scanning it with your FSS. And it'll tell you if there's biology there. Then you travel to that planet that has biology. You map it, and that tells you what type of biology it has and where it is. Then you go down to the surface and you drive around or fly around trying to find it. Like, there's two types of biology right here. This is Alliota, and this is Cactoidea. And you get out of your ship, you walk up to it, and you pull out your genetic sampler and you sample it. They don't even mop the decks. But you sample it, then you go some distance away, a sufficient distance away, and find another one of that species, sample it again. You keep doing that until you get 3 specific samples for each variety. And at some point you go turn that in and you get rich. You get lots of money for exobiology. If you watch any of my streams or even Vindy's streams or something, you'll see the process of that. It's the same every time. The only exception to that is if you go to a system, say for example, you go to a system and you enter it, and these things already show up. It's already populated. If it's undiscovered, it'll show you the star and maybe 1 or 2 close-in planets that your ship has auto-scanned. But if you go to one that's already been mapped and stuff, you look for the planets that are landable with atmospheres like this one, or say even this one that I'm at. You can actually click on that, even if you haven't scanned it with the FSS. If it shows up on this map, you can click on that, and then you can click on planetary information and look down at the bottom. If it says, it'll show you how many biological features it has, if any. Now, just because it has an atmosphere and is landable, that does not mean that there's biology there. In fact, in most cases, there's not. But, it is what it is. And this is the best case scenario. Because a lot of people, even out in the deep, didn't have Odyssey. But they mapped the system and FSS'd it in Horizons. So you can use that. You can go there and you click on this one. The first thing you notice, it may have been discovered by somebody. It may even be mapped by somebody. But there's no first footfall. That means no one stepped foot on that planet before. Then you can go, oh, there's a biological there. So you know for a fact that if you go there and you find and sample 3 of these, biologicals, you'll get what's called the discovery bonus. You didn't have SSS, but that doesn't matter. But, if you get the discovery bonus, you can basically say whatever the base value of that biology is, you multiply it times 5. Right now I'm looking for the osseous, and the osseous is 4 million base value. If I find all 3 samples and when I turn in I'm going to get what's called the discovery bonus because no one else has sampled it on this planet before and turned it in. And basically at 4 million will turn into 20 million. Now the FSS is such a game changer. I didn't do it. I did a lot of exploration in Horizons before Odyssey came out, but I didn't play Horizons that long before Odyssey came out. You know, all I need is one more of these damn things. However, a lot of people get confused between the discovery bonus and first footfall, and I'll tell you that they're not the same. And I can tell you that for a fact. Say, for example, there are 2 biological signals on a planet. Somebody goes there, gets a first footfall, and samples only one of those biologies. When they turn in, they'll get the discovery bonus for that one that they turned in. Then you come along and you visit the planet and go, oh man, someone's already been there, but I'm going to go down and sample them anyway. And you sample both of those biologies. One of them, when you turn in one of them, you won't get the bonus one, but the other one that the other guy didn't do, you'll get the bonus one. And that happens more often than you think, because lazy people like me, if there's 2 biologies down there, I'll go down and get one, and one of them, the other one's always bacteria, and I go, it's not worth it, it's only $1 million. Unless it's just super easy to find, and I won't scan it. And like this last planet that I showed you, it had 1 biological on it. I can almost guarantee that that's bacteria, and I will probably ignore that with dignity, and just not go. And there's also some biology is worth a lot of money, $5, $6, $8 million base value, and stratum tectonica and stuff like that are 19 million. So it's quite worth it, just even without the multiplier. I am not finding this. I'm not looking because I'm talking. Need just one more of these things. Oh, I know. I leave a lot behind. Because I go, it's not worth my time. And the length of time it'll take me to find three biologies or 3 bacteria or something. I can go to another system and scan it and find that unicorn place that is pristine, no one's been there, and find some stratum tectonica or something. I mean, it's just not worth it, time-wise. Now, it is worth it if you're just starting out and you're trying to make money and you don't have a lot of money, but I've got $8 billion. I don't need the money that much. I just do this, for fun because I enjoy doing it. Alright, I need to be seriously thinking about where I'm going here, looking for this last ossus. All I'm finding is bacteria, Aleota, Nectactoidea, and I've already found all of. Need one. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Now if I can just get this puppy to land and blow this planet. I hope it'll land up here somewhere. This is awful steep, so it'll probably park me down at the bottom. I'll have to walk up.
Landing gear deployed.
And now that I have a captive audience, kind of, sort of, while the ship is going to land, and I'll just let it land wherever it lands. Let me play a promo for the Gank Cancer event that's coming up this Saturday. It's a fundraiser to support the Macmillan Cancer Society, or whatever you want to call them, in the United Kingdom. And let me prep this, give y'all some information about it. Pretty big event. It's got lots of streamers involved in it. 24-hour event. While this thing decides to land somewhere, let me play this real quick for you guys.
Shadows of despair where the brave fall. Elite commanders rise
There you go. I was muted again. But that's this weekend. It's a 24-hour event with many streamers. That's why I have to be back in the bubble this weekend to do my part, whatever my part may be. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be participating, maybe even streaming to some degree, some aspect of it. But I'll be there, and I hope you guys are there too to either watch, participate, or donate. The ship did manage to land, so let's see if I can figure out where I am in relation to that Ossus that I landed by. That'd be something that I went after. And I can't see it, but I'm sure it's up this hill somewhere. That's probably it right there. It's just not rendering. Yeah, that's not it. That's bacteria. I was watching the video, so I didn't notice where I landed in relationship to what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna have to look around a little bit. You notice what the gravity is here. Come on, where are you? You know it's right here somewhere. Well, that's gonna hurt. Just keep climbing up. I'll eventually see it. Somewhere. It's here somewhere. I know it. I saw it from the air. Big green thing sticking up. Not the ship. That's my ship, by the way. It's Curious Cat. All my ships are named after or about cats, because I love cats and I have a bunch of cats. This is not working out well for me. Really further away from where I thought it was. It didn't park me anywhere near it. If I was looking for bacteria, it'd be all over that. But I'm not. Come on, where are you? My goodness. Landed on top of the hill and come down. I can't see it from up here, then there's a real problem. I can solve that problem by getting back in my ship and going up and looking around. I haven't really had this problem much since I got the Mandalay, because usually you can see things from the cockpit and disembark from the ship directly, out the front. So that's not it right next. No. Aliota here, though. I'm gonna run out of thrust stuff here. Oh, for Pete's sake. I might have to. Got two choices here. Keep climbing. Go back to the ship and lift. I think I'll just go back to the ship. Screw this. Just get back in the ship and lift off again. And this time, if I do, once I find it and reacquire it, I will pay attention. I'm looking right over here, though. What? Surely it's didn't land me like right next to something. Professional explorer here, guys. Always keep your eye on the target. Took mine off and I have no idea where it parked me in relationship to where I wanted to go. Pretty planet though, I'll give it that. Those are just shiny rocks over there. Whee! Low gravity. As it parked me down almost in the crater floor instead of... What do I get for not paying attention? Out of landing. If I did that
That's
manually...
starting in 1 minute.
If I did that manually, I'd know exactly where I was at. In relation to the osses I was seeking. We'll find it though. Board the ship.
Boarding. Stand by.
Have to do this carefully. Go straight up a little bit.
Landing gear retracted.
Part a little bit did you not understand? Well, I know it was near the top, so... Maybe I just saw a rock and I thought that was it. And it's happened before. I suspect that that's not the case. I suspect that I'm just blind as a bat. Okay. Well, we'll just press on and keep looking then. That's pretty upsetting. Thought I was done. These things are not small, they're easy to see. And things like that bother me, like they don't render until you get right up on it. Like damn Aliota. Pretty soon I'm going to be all the way around this crater. I'm going to come across the one that I initially found, and that's going to suck. There's one. No doubt about it. That is one. Green. Can't miss it. Might even be able to land near here. Right? Maybe.
Landing gear deployed.
Right. Success. Hey, Mart. What is a Shia Hullard? I know I'm butchering that. Welcome in, by the way. You guys, I am such a slacker. I apologize for not giving y'all guys shout outs. I keep forgetting to do that. I'm professional streamer here. Sorry, Vindy. I don't even remember. Mark, do you stream? At any rate, I apologize for that. I'm such a professional. And after you even rated me. I suck. Okay, the big green thing. There it is. Found it this time. Paid attention. I'll be done with this planet once I get this thing scanned. And it's even far enough away, thank God.
Sample collection complete.
Right, one more planet, I think, that has more than one biology. The one that has just one biology is probably bacteria, and I'm not going to worry about that. Ministry malcontent, you need to do some more exobio? Well, you do. You definitely need to do that. Wrong key. And again, the offer stands. Anybody that wants to go out for a ride. Well, that'll end eventually. And that's what I was saying. I had to get back, not just for the fundraiser, but I want to get back so I can get a few pokes in. I killed a whole bunch of scouts the other day on my first outing, but I didn't know what I was doing. And I knew I couldn't take an interceptor by myself, but I tried. I didn't die, though. But I didn't find any people. Even though I was in the AXI group, I went to the wrong places, the places that had already been pretty much cleaned up. So when I get back, I'm going to try to find some place where there are actually other people killing interceptors. So, you know, my little enhanced AX multi-cannons, you know, can help a little bit. I can say I did my part. I got it on video. I already did my part. Now this thing, 8D, only had one. I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, that could be one of three things. So I'm going to have to go there and scan it. If it's bacteria, I'm not going to go down for it. But if it's Aliota, I am damn well going after that. Because that's 8 million. And it could be a concha or something.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's go find out what's there. It won't take a minute. Even with my loops of shame that I'm no doubt going to do.
Frame shift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
How far is it? The next moon out, so it may not be that far. I should have went a little longer than that, but where are we at? Okay. Do. Trying to get out of orbit and get some speed up. Trying not to loop around it, so I'm cutting it short. But we're getting some speed now, so. Well, if you find anything, it's going to be fruitful. I killed like 12 scouts, what, at 80K a piece, and I make more than what I did for those scouts. I made more on one planet without even breaking a sweat doing exobiology. And you don't have to go that far away from the bubble. You know, to do exobiology. You know, now if you want the discovery bonus, you may have to go off the beaten path a little bit, but I would just, if you just want to do it from the bubble in your own ship, excuse me, just go up about 500 or 600, 700 or 1,000 light years above or below the bubble, maybe a little bit to the side, and you'll start coming across places that haven't been discovered. There are a lot of them, not that far from the bubble. If you just want to make money, you can do like the Billionaires Boulevard and things like that. That's kind of like the road to riches, but for exobiology. Well, I hadn't done exobiology until after I got my fleet carrier. And after I made like my first billion at it, I said, oh, no, this is the way to go. If you're after it for the money. Plus, you get your name all over the game, you know, permanently. All the first footfalls and first discoveries and stuff. Yeah, now Stratum Tectonica, like that's one of the highest paying things in the game.
By 50%.
And I love finding that. There's a video of me on YouTube, I think it's 5 videos ago. And it's bacterium, of course. And I found 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In one system, there were 5 sulfur dioxide type planets and 1 ammonia. and all 5 of them had stratum tectonica. That was almost $500 million for just visiting one system and sampling. That's bacteria. I'm not going to worry about that. Oops. Because it's not worth it. To me, at least. Next system en route.
Selecting next destination.
Now we go back to the grind of finding places with biology. And if you're wanting to learn how to do it, I plotted a place. I'm going to go honk it. See if there's bodies there. If there's bodies there, FSS it and see if there's any biology there. If there's biology there, I'll go see what type of biology it is.
Jumping to next system.
Sure. In exobiology, when you're doing this, there's a lot of nothing. When I say nothing, I mean no biology. Or there's a lot of single biologies on neon, methane, or argon. If there's a single biological signal,
Boom.
I can guarantee it's bacteria. And this has 11 bodies. There's already 2 orbital lines though, so there's maybe 2 stars or nearby planets.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alright, well thanks for the lurk. Now I have a habit of going to the system map before I do anything. These are auto scanned because they're close enough for the ship to detect. Someone has been here before, Brunswicker, but they did not map or scan the system. They just did a honk and scoop or something. So I pretty much guarantee there's no first footfalls if there are any anything. Now you get to see my blindingly fast scanning, which is much improved over previous things when I was using the joystick to control this thing instead of the mouse. Those are clusters. Maybe we'll find something though. Nothing? Of course, that's a gas giant, so...
Body 6A.
Nothing.
Neon-rich atmospheric landable. Body 6A. Landable with atmosphere.
Hopefully there's nothing hiding behind... Yep, there's something behind the sun, I think. Maybe I can get it. Okay. 3 geologic. It's like geysers or femoras or something. No biology. So. Nothing there. I was watching a streamer, Yuri Beta or something. And so fast, super fast on the FS, just going click, 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 click. And I'm like, man, that's like having an aimbot or something, you know? Can't even tune stuff that fast. Oh, there's still something there. All that's left is gas giant. There's nothing in this system.
System scan complete.
So we go to the next system. And we continue doing this until we find a system that has life.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doesn't take too long unless you come across a system with 40 or 50 bodies, and that can take a while to scan. But then again, you never know what's there till you scan the last thing. So
4, 3,
Adjusting for jump.
very frustrating sometimes to
Hyperspace velocity reached.
to scan 40 or 50, even 60 bodies and you find nothing. Saves time for the next person that comes through looking though.
Compiling data for cartography.
fuel scooping.
9 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Away from the star a little bit. Actually, I'm kind of doing the reverse of what I normally do. Normally I will take big jumps away from the carrier and then plot little bitty jumps on the way back towards the carrier. I'm actually taking small jumps away from the carrier for once. Doesn't really matter. See, this is showing nothing at all, no bodies or anything. Don't be disillusioned. There is something here. Because the discovery scanner said, what, 11 bodies or 9 bodies? What was it? Okay, so there are 9 things here. Matter of finding them. I'm not real interested in the cartographic data because if you've done a lot of things doing exploration and not doing biology, but just the exploration, you have to do a lot of that to make any serious money. I have elite in exploration. It took a long time, and I did a lot of exploration. I think I'm elite 2 now, but this exobiology stuff, you get credit for both. I mean, mapping and finding, sampling.
Body 2. High value body.
But the cartographic data pales in amounts that it pays
Body 3.
compared
Carbon
to
dioxide atmospheric landable.
the biological
Body 3.
stuff.
Landable and terraformable. Body 3. Landable with atmosphere. Body
And I can
3.
turn in,
High
Vinny, I
value
don't know if
bodies.
you've got it yet, but if you're planning on doing a lot of exploration, then you want to get the Vista Genomics service and maybe the Universal Cartographic service on your carrier. They're not cheap at first, but that way you don't have to go back to the bubble or anything to turn in your data. You can just turn it in on your carrier. That's all of them. I'm saying, looking for nothing. There's nothing here. But I'll say up front that Universal Cartographics on the carrier takes 25%. But Vista Genomics on the carrier, there is no, you get the full amount for that. And it's so much more fun to go out for a day trip from the carrier like I'm doing. When I get back to the carrier, turn in and get 400 or 500 million credits and go. It gives you motivation to go back out as opposed to spending days going out there and not knowing how much you've actually made and taking a chance that you might die. If something happens
Scanning for information.
to you while you're out doing exobiology, you accidentally die. All that data you've collected is history. All the credits poofed. Don't usually die. Usually exobiology is fairly safe, but I can tell you. I'll show you. I was doing exobiology and had a friend along. Oh. Nice, man. You almost killed me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die and I'm gonna lose all my damn data. So you can see stuff can happen. He didn't mean to do that. He was just horse playing around. He blew up his SRV and it just happened to kill me because it was so close. He did stick around though and help me resample the planet that we were on. I only lost about 3 planets worth of data. I did manage to get the 6 samples redone on that planet. So. Not much in this system either. Well, but you never know till you sample the last one. What's hiding here? I know there's something there. All right. Alright, so what are we gonna find? Geologic.
Body 4B.
Argon with
atmospheric
2.
landable with life. Body 4B.
This is going to be
Landable with
bacteria
atmosphere.
and funticula. I don't know if y'all know what funticula is. I probably won't worry about that. Those are only like $1 million a piece. Let's hope that there's something better in this system. But neon, methane, and argon planets are the bane of my existence because they always have bacteria and funticula. I mean, finding funticula is pretty easy usually. I mean, and I've gone down and got funticula just because I was simply bored or going through a big dry patch of not finding anything worthwhile. I never want to go back to the carrier empty-handed, so I don't want to like go, I skipped all these neons, you know, planets that had bacteria, and I got nothing to show for being out on my day trip. I have enough. I don't have to worry about that in this case today, so we'll keep looking. One left. Where's it hiding? Not behind the sun, right? Gas giant. So it's not behind the sun. There it is.
System scan complete.
Nothing here. When I say nothing here, there's nothing here I'm going to worry about. Like on that Argon planet.
Charging.
Never know. There might be a sulfur dioxide planet with 2 biological signals. Wink, wink. You come across the sulfur dioxide with two biological signals. The odds are really good. It's bacteria and stratum tectonicus. At least 2 stars here.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete.
So we got 4 bodies. There's 2 stars, A, B, and C stars. And D, so it's just 4 stars. There's no planetary bodies, so we shall press on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nothing to be seen here, folks. Move along, move along.
Jumping to next system.
1. Engage.
What I'm going to do here soon is I'm going to move laterally and then replot a course back towards the carrier. Excuse me. Start working on nearing the end of my 4-hour stream.
Scanner activated.
Depending on what I find, I've extended my stream before because I was having a good time finding some good stuff. But it's got to be good stuff for me to do that. Hey, 6 bodies. If anyone's been here and done the work for us. Nope, no one's been here. At least no one's been here at all. That's completely undiscovered, so I'll be famous for that. One thing I like about the game, though, when you discover stuff, your name stays in the game forever. And first footfalls are forever, even if you die before you turn in your other data. There's that. Not that it means much, but you... You look very promising here, Commander. Then...
System scan complete.
Another thing, I've seen a lot of nothings.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll do one more jump after this one.
System.
Assuming I don't find anything. If
Faster
I don't
than
find
light
anything, I'll do
velocity
one more
reached.
jump, then I'll move more laterally, then replot a course back for the carrier. That way I don't take the same course back that I took out.
All right then.
Fuel scooping.
18.
Swooping
Maybe
complete.
there might be something here. A little bit of distance. Okay, we get at least 2 stars. A little bit of distance in case something hides behind the star. Minimize that chance. Let's see what we got. Anything? Okay. No one's been here either. Let's find all the good stuff that's going to be on the other around the distant star.
Body A6. High value body.
Ammonia world. Bet there's no life on it.
Body B4. Neon-rich atmospheric landable. Body B4. Landable with atmosphere.
So far, nothing. Nothing.
Body B1. Sulfur dioxide
Uh-oh.
atmospheric landable.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys.
Body B1.
You can
Has
see my
high
face.
biological value.
Remember what I said?
Body B1.
Sulfur
Landable with
dioxide with
atmosphere.
2 biologicals. Not 3, not 1, but 2. There is Cerevis bacteria and there's Stratum tectonica. We are going there. That's that's $95 million. And I guess I should finish my scan though, in my excitement. There could be more than one. I'm excited. See, it made it worthwhile. That'll more than double the credits that I've discovered so far. Just in that one biology there.
Body A3. High value body.
Okay.
Body A1.
Welcome back, Hades. So,
High value body.
sorry, I saw you come in, but I was too excited there about finding that Stratum Tech.
Body
System
A2.
scan complete.
Right,
High
let's
value
do
body.
this. There's only 2 planets that are landable with atmospheres, so it's one of these. Sulfur dioxide with 2, that's where we're going. And the other one is nothing. Okay. All right, let's go make some money. And typically, the Stratum tectonica is easy to find. So easy, typically, not always, but over 95% of the time, you go to the blue area and you drop out, and it is so prolific. It'll be right in front of you. And this is when the SCO drive comes in handy. I can't even imagine doing this without a SCO drive anymore. The length of time it would take. I will not be embarrassed to do a loop this time because I'm going to be flying by it.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Well, the ads will be over about the time I'm ready to go down to the planet, perhaps. So you won't miss anything. Make sure you get a chance to see the stratum tectonic if you've never seen it before. It's just greenish colored blob. Usually green, might be turquoise depending. No, this would be a green one though, but with kind of veins, white veins running across the structure. Makes it real easy to see. It's usually easy to spot. Let's see the stars over there, or I guess that's the star. Yeah, so down on the daylight side. I've actually went on little outings and I ignore everything unless I go looking for stratum tectonica, or maybe there's a type of bacteria also that pays 11 million. And, you know, I would just skip all kinds of things. You know, planets with 7 to 9 biological signals, but if they don't have stratum on it or stratum tectonica, I don't even worry about it. I just, I'm going to do a loop, aren't I? Because I'm throttle's at 0, but I'm just flying by. Might as well go ahead and start looping now. Well, you know one of them's bacterium after pretty much. What's the other one though, more importantly? And what's the atmosphere? Right, let's hope this is prolific, meaning all over the planet. Doesn't have to be. There was one place the other day I looked and I had to look, I went up like 3-4 times back up into orbit to redrop in different locations, but couldn't find it, and I finally found it in the mountains. Usually it's not in mountains. I'll use Elite Observatory. That's the voice you hear that says like what the values are and the minimum distances and stuff.
By 50%.
But the older version of it, the 1.4, there's a new version of Elite Observatory that doesn't have it, or it breaks it. It's got a plugin called BioInsights. And once you scan, FSS scan something, it'll tell you the possible types of biology that there could be. Doesn't mean that that's what they are. For example, you may find a planet with 3 biological signals. BioInsights might list 5 or 6 different types of biology, but I guarantee 1 or 3 of those are going to be on the planet. For example, on this one here, it only lists 1 bacteria and 1 type of stratum for the sulfur dioxide. And that stratum, of course, is tectonica. You use SRB survey? Yeah, I think you told me about that before. And I said I'd check it out, which I haven't done. I hear ED Copilot is good too. I'm talking and instead of sending probes down.
Body
Surface
B1
scan complete.
has high biological
All
value.
right, so they're going to be all over the place and they're going to be easy to find. So, and usually I'll get both the bacteria and stratum simply because usually it's very prolific. It's all over the place. You can't stand the attitude from SRB survey. I'm looking preferably for smoothish terrain, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, for ED Copilot, yeah. Well, some people like them. That's one thing I kind of miss with the HCS voice packs that I have. Is they don't usually give me much lip, and I was kind of hoping to have a little bit of attitude, you know. Doesn't have to be a lot, but you know, make it seem a little bit more realistic.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, we're gonna go right here, I think. Let's see. Move. She's a brat. Let's see if I'm right. This stuff is going to be right where I drop out when I get through the glide. It'll be right in front of me. Or very close. Usually don't have to go looking for it too much. .41G, something to take note of. And this looks exactly like the type of place that would have it. I look for little clover-shaped, kind of clover-shaped white splotches. It will start to render any moment now. There they are. That's the bacteria and that. Or bacteria, I think, but right there is stratum tectonica. Let me see. Whoops, whoops. Thrusters up. We're just landing, getting a look at it. It's right there. Looks like it's gonna be real easy to find. As I said, you can see the bacteria is all over the place too, so don't have to go looking for it. It stands out very nicely on the soil. Disembark.
Departure procedures initiating.
Let's get our first sample for $19 million. Million credits. Not including the multiplier. You can see it's greenish tinted and it's got these veins or whatever structured. There's a turquoise colored one also.
Stratum tectonicas scanned. Base value 19,010,800. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
And no, I'm not going to take the SRB. This is just so quick to do. Board the ship.
Boarding the transport.
I mean, literally, I just lift off and hop over to the next batch.
Landing gear retracted.
And they will start just rendering right in front of me.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Landing gear deployed.
And the next sample, not this one. I want to be sure that there's a bacteria right next to it, though. A little pick here. Where I can start sampling the bacteria without having to go somewhere else. Get the first sample of it.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Climbing aboard.
You know, I made a tactical error. I guess I'm going to be eating leftovers from yesterday because I didn't put out anything to make for dinner tonight.
Landing gear retracted.
Thanks for the follow, Liren. Now let's try to find one that's got a bacteria next to it.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Now, maybe out of luck. There will be surely there's one with a bacteria right next to it. Usual, like there. I think that shall do it. First time you've seen biosampling?
Landing gear.
All I can say is the thing I'm sampling right now, I'm going to make 95 million credits for. 19 base value, but since I'll be the first one on this planet to do it, you get the discovery bonus. The bacteria I'm going to come back by and sample on the way back to the ship.
Sample collection complete.
Now we'll start with the second biological, which doesn't pay that well. It's only 1.7 million, but it'll be 7 million or so with the bonus. But since it's so prolific and easy to find here.
Bacterium Cerberus scanned. Base value 1,689,800. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
There was one right there I could have sampled when I got off the ship instead of running all the way over there. Board the ship.
Stand by. Boarding now.
It's kind of new, not that new. Okay, let's find some more bacteria. It'll be easy to spot.
Landing gear retracted.
Pretty much no matter where I go, there's going to be one. How far do I have to go, though? 500 meters?
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Liren. Normally, that voice you hear in the background that's saying distances, you don't have that normally. That's a third-party program that's running called the Elite Observatory. So normally you just have to guesstimate if you've gone far enough, or do additional sampling. You have to get 3 samples, and they have to be a minimum distance apart, and that distance varies depending on the species. And that green tells me that it's available to scan. If it was blue, it generally mean that I'm too close to the previous sample.
Second partial sample collected.
Board the ship.
Boarding. Stand by.
I mean, it doesn't do anything magical though. It just reads the journal files and stuff. What it does do is it gives you a good idea of what type of biology may be on a planet after you've scanned it. You still have to scan and stuff. I don't think I'm far enough yet.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
It's kind of helpful if you get picky like I am about not wasting time on low value items.
Landing gear
Once I
deployed.
FSS scan something, it'll give me a list of possible biologies, you know, that are pretty much guaranteed to be on. That not all of them, but you know, from that list, some of those biologies will be on that planet. And if there's nothing of high value, I've been known to ignore planets with a bunch of biological signals just because they didn't have anything of high value. Like this bacteria, I normally wouldn't scan bacteria, but it is literally everywhere here and easy to find. And I'm here anyway, so. And I'm done with this planet and this system.
Sample collection complete.
Normally I do about 300 million in 4 hours for a 4-hour stream. So far I'm running a little bit light on that. I'm probably about half that right now, but that could all change in the next system. I could find, you know, a couple more stratum tectonicas or something. You never know. Next system en route.
I think this is the way.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
How long have you been playing, Liren?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, I don't trust that at all. Next system en route. Next system en route.
Selecting next
There
destination.
it goes, because it didn't change a while ago.
Frameshift drive charging.
Taking little bitty jumps. Class G. Oh.
3,
Adjusting for jump.
1. Engage.
You had it like 1984 or something? That's not the same game. I may call it Elite Dangerous, but it's not the same as this. The concept may be the same, but this is so much better to me.
Completing system scan for cartography.
What game was it? Was it Star Scamison? 13 bodies here. That only had like, one of them only had like 11 places that you could go visit or something. You could look good doing it though. Put a little distance between me and the star. In case something tries to hide behind it. See what slacker's been here before me and it didn't do any work. See, Tayuki or so has been here, but he didn't do the work, so he's not going to reap any benefits. Oh, don't hide behind the sun. Yeah, it's hiding behind the sun, of course. Three geologics. 3 more geologics. It translates into nothing. I'm not out here for the cartographic data anyway. And yes, I have gone down and found the geologics just to do it. And, okay, been there, done that. Got pictures of me next to geysers and stuff. And so I never jumped in a geyser or anything to try to see if I could fly with it and die.
Body 6B.
Whoops.
Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with life. Body 6B. Landable with atmosphere.
This will have at least one item that's worth almost 8 million for the base, so I'll probably go there. May have two different biologics, but notice it has carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, so I had my hopes up there for a moment, but we'll see. It's a good sign though. There may be other planets.
Body 6C. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with life. Body 6C. May host a new personal codex entry.
I'll have to map it before I
Body
decide
6C.
if I'm going to go
with
there or
atmosphere.
not, because only one thing there might be of high value. It's at least according to Elite Observatory. What am I missing? Got one body left. Oh, it's the one behind the sun. So solve that issue. Easiest way to solve that issue is to shrink the sun. You do it for the codex? Well, that codex doesn't pay much. I mean, you get your name in the book or something, that's fine.
System scan.
Alright. So we have to go to that planet with the carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide to see what high values may be there. And we want, this is the one. Let's go map it and see what's there. See how many loop of shames I can do in the process. At this rate, I'm not going to have to worry about plotting a course laterally before I end the stream. Just take one mighty jump back to the carrier. And in case y'all weren't watching earlier, this is, whoops, excuse me, this is where I'm at, or located currently. Brought my fleet carrier out for a day trip, and I've spent a couple of days here. So I'm just out here hanging around, having some fun. You could board the ship even when it was not even landed. In what game? In the older version of Elite? Oh, alright. I guess that could be useful, actually. Hooter Booter TV. There's one of the famous gank cancer streamers right there. The shock device arrived. That's going to be good. I played the promotional video earlier that I guess Orange Phoenix made. I'll probably play it again here before I end the stream. I saw your name listed there as one of the high-flying participants. Can't wait there. I'd forgotten about you and the shock device. I was talking with Cal for All Seasons about that, though, too. I mentioned that to him, and we're trying to figure out some interesting ways to have some fun with that. In case you guys are wondering, he's talking about a device that's going to shock him during the, when someone donates or does something as yet undisclosed, you know, as far as I'm aware, things, but you're able to shock him on stream. I'm going to have to save up some nickels or something for that one, no. Especially if you can moderate the voltage. Be testing it off cam. What good is that? Oh, you don't want anyone to see you cry on stream. I understand. Wonder which side the sun is on this place. Don't make it too pricey or you won't be able to, no one will be able to afford it, man. Unscheduled just chatting stream. Well, you better schedule that and let me know. I want to watch, man. I'm retired, so I'm around any time of day. If I'm either playing, eating, streaming, or sitting on the front porch with the cats, watching it rain or something. So I can make myself available to see this. Do live testing for the content. You're not wrong. Content is content. Especially if you piss your pants doing it. That'll be awesome. Going, I didn't expect it to be quite so much. Just don't test it on your dog first. Why am I... That should have made it... That should have made a sound. Tubus. We got Tubus. That's 7.7 million. And Protexa. That's another 7.7 million. Hey, now as the Protexa and Tubus overlap, maybe we'll get lucky. Your dog is a sweet angel? Of course. All dogs are sweet angels. My dog's a sweet fat angel. Her nickname is Wide Load. The neighbor named her that. Her name's really Ava. And she used to chew up everything, but she's gotten older now. Now she's pickier. But she's a pit bull. She is friendly as I'll get out to just about everybody. And I say just about everybody. There are exceptions, but she's a good dog.
Orbital flight.
What I enjoy is the cats and her interacting. One cat in particular will bitch slap her, you know, if she gets too close. They are misunderstood. My black lab that we used to have was more fierce than our pit bull. I guess it depends on how they're raised. There's not any dog can be mean, you know, but you raise a dog right, you're going to be friendly. I did have 5, but one passed away not long ago. I have 4 indoor cats, 2 outdoor cats, and both of the outdoor cats tend to stick their head in the door wanting to come in. And they've adopted me. They're not really my cats, the outdoor cats. They just kind of showed up over the last years, and I feed them, so they keep coming back. And I have a shelter made on my front porch with a heating pad in it, and when it gets cold out, you know, they lay in there. That's why all my ships are named after cat-related things or cats. Let's see, I'm looking for Protexa. That's gonna be hard to find. Maybe. Tubus ought to be easy though. Just coming down to see what shows up before I start looking everywhere. 0.12 G, these are rocks. Lots of rocks. I'm a geologist now. Is that the Tubus or is that the Protexa? I believe that's Protexa. All right.
Landing gear deployed.
You have a pack of 4 mini Goldens. Are you talking about my channel with the number of viewers? Blame Vindicious on that. She rated me earlier. But it is growing gradually. I usually have lately had anywhere from 8 to 20 people in. Really depends though. Well, what I find odd is they stay. I don't know why. Vindicious says I have a soothing voice. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
Good. Disembark. I used to tell you the truth. When I was younger, I worked for a radio station, and I got to read the news and stuff. This is many. This is like in the late 70s. But I'm also an amateur radio operator, so I'm used to talking on the radio and stuff. My voice is not the same as it used to be, though. It's not nearly as good.
Frutexa Acus scanned.
And
Base value 7,774,750
I only have to go 150 meters for this. Can I walk? Do I say more?
Distance 150 meters. First partial.
I don't have any trouble
collected.
talking to myself on a radio or something. Even when there's no viewers, I still talk and say what I'm doing because of my YouTube. I upload all my streams to YouTube. So I tend to talk a lot, even if there's no one talking to me, just to narrate what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and stuff. So anybody watching on YouTube can kind of follow along a little bit.
You've traveled over 150 meters from previous sample. Second partial sample collected.
Well, I think you should call him Edmundo. That's fine. Got my permission to do that. There's some more over there, so we'll walk over and get this next sample. Ads are running. For those of you that don't have to suffer through ads. I plan on streaming for about another 25 minutes. Hop off my 4-hour stream. Just call him Hades. He gets off on that. Now, Hades is easier.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 150 meters from previous
Isn't
sample.
that convenient? There's a patch that I'm going to scan right there, so I don't have to move my ship. All I have to do now is find the tubus. Get another 7.77 million base value. I was going to say that. I was going to tell him what that means. So what does it mean? It says the world of Hades. Are you saying
Sample collection complete.
you're right? It doesn't really make logical sense. You know. Now, if you said the world is Hades, it makes sense to English-speaking people. Go find some flatlands and find some tubus down there. Okay. There's my beautiful ship, Curious Cat. And Tutor, in case you don't know my, or care, my carrier name is Cat's Purr. And if you notice, my channel point redemptions are hairballs. All my ships are named either after my past and present cats,
Landing gear retracted.
but I ran out of cat names, past and present, so now I do things that are related to cats. I'm running out of those things too. Right. I'm gonna go over here to where this turns yellow and find me some tubus. Get this over with. Hopefully. Come on, tubus, you know you're here somewhere. I'm gonna spend all day looking for it, but it should just be popping up here. Roll for initiative. Menace to sobriety or cutter. I think one of my ships, well, I don't remember now. A couple of them are still unnamed. But one of my ships initially was called Wraith. I think that was my cutter, but I renamed it to Smokey, named after my cat Smokey. You may wonder what I'm doing here. Whoops, never mind. There's some bacteria. I was gonna see what that blue spot was I passed over, but oh, those are rocks. See, the rocks are trolling me. Did you see that? They're trolling me, looking like tubas sticking up. Night vision on. Looking like this. And that's tubas. Gunboat diplomat?
Landing gear
Why not gunboat diplomacy? Or has that been done? Disembark.
Disembarking now.
And after I get done finding all these tubuses, I'm going to play the Ganker video again, or the fundraiser video promo again. Tudor can see his name in lights if he hasn't seen it already. Or diplomacy. Plan B diplomacy. This is the common version of tubas, fairly common.
Tubus compagibus scanned. Base value 7,774,700, minimum sample distance 800 meters. First partial sample collected.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Come up with your best names, put out a poll, and let your audience pick it. If you dare. Tis but a hull breach. Okay, Monty Python.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, now we need to find some more of these pipe straws sticking out of the ground. 800 meters.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
That'd be great if there was some of the biology right here. More rocks patrolling me. It's probably the same rocks that patrolled me the first time. One. No, it's a rock. We'll go look elsewhere for satisfaction. Where you at, Tubus? You know you're here somewhere. I'd test my shields out by scraping the ground a few times. That one hiding by itself. I don't care how many there are. One's better than none.
Landing gear deployed.
There's some more over there, but they're too close. Far away. Disembark. Disembark now.
Suit systems online.
I hate to jinx it, but that game hasn't crashed once yet today. No mob adders or nothing. Now that I've said that, the next system I try to jump to it'll crash, or I don't even have to be doing anything. I'll just be sitting here and then crash.
Second partial sample collected.
Alright, find the last one. Oh, this joint. Board the ship.
Returning to the ship.
Landing gear retrieved.
There's one right there, but that's way too close. Damn it. Come on. Give me the distance thing.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 800 meters from previous sample.
One last sample to find. Gotta be careful I don't try to sample the first one. Yeah. Bacteria. Okay, let's find another crater or something. That's the first crater I went in, or first dip. I don't know if it's a crater or not. Looking at the terrain here a moment. Across the flatlands a moment, see if we can find one last straggler. Somewhere there's one little tubus out here going, pick me, pick me. And it doesn't look like a rock. rock thought it was going to troll me, but new bet. Bacteria. Come on, one last one. Where you at? Big crater. There's got to be one down here. Right? Nothing down here. Oh, okay, there's rocks. I'd get low enough for them to show up. There we go. Just about to land. I don't care where. Done.
Landing gear deployed.
That should bring us probably just over 200 million credits. That's fine. Start heading back towards the carrier. Well, I'm going to head back to the carrier. Probably only one jump to the carrier. Could have parked a little closer though, wouldn't have upset me. Better be far enough, a completely different crater, so. And we're done.
Sample collection complete.
Board the ship.
Boarding. Stand by.
Okay, let's see. Get rid of these. Go back to the regular size jumps and cat's purr. Oh, it's 2 jumps. Well, we went a little distance. Okay. Means there's one more system to check, maybe. I like this. I don't have to go out of orbit. I just have to. Class F White Star. Bright light. But I have the wrong scanner selected. Did I switch back to the Discovery scanner? Or didn't it? Will either do it. Bad thing. Whoa! That's a lot of stars there.
Analyzing now.
Yeah. I knew that would happen. Few orbit lines here. 19 bodies. Oh, I might have to take a break real quick. Go to the. I know what I can do. I can play that video, and I can go to the bathroom while the video plays. See first if. Oh, someone's been here. Wasn't me. Someone's actually been here, so let's see if there's anything worth doing. That would be no. There be landables and there be atmospheres, but there's no landables with atmospheres, so there's no biology. All right, well. Press on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Once I get through with the jump, I'll play the video and stuff for the
Jumping to next system.
cancer event coming up next Saturday.
Interstellar travel mode engaging now.
Fundraiser for Millen cancer support.
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping.
Hey, let's do this. And I'll return after the video. All right, there it is. Notice in chat there's a Discord link to in that Discord. It has all the information about the event and sign-up sheets and stuff if you want to participate. There's also should be a link about Macmillan Cancer and how they raise money, the services they provide, and all the other good stuff, like how they spend their money, where they get their money from. So they're a real thing. They're a very large organization. They touch the lives of a lot of people. So hopefully you'll be able to either participate, watch, donate. You know, come and join the streamers that are participating, and it'll be fun no matter what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may stream a little bit. I probably will die in some event. I don't know for sure what I'm going to do. That's why I'm heading back to the bubble tonight, though, to get back in the bubble and do some AX stuff before the tick. And be prepared to do whatever I have to do with this fundraiser and stuff. It'll be fun. Now, the moment we've all waited for. Go turn in and see how much money we've made. I'm thinking 210, 220 million. Maybe. We'll see though. Could be more, could be less. Usually if I'm serious about doing stuff, I average around 300 million per 4-hour trip out. But we'll see. And now, my green carrier, the Cat's Purr. You might notice the theme. I like green. For most of my ships are some version of green. Those of you who've never done exobiology before, you'll notice when I turn in my cartographic data at first that it's not a whole lot. You might think it is for cartographic data, I don't, but you get kind of jaded toward that once you do your first bit of exobiology and stuff and find out the income differential between the two. I mean, if you're doing exploration, you might as well, and you FSS something, you might as well go down and sample something. You're there anyway.
Clear to disembark. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
In Vindy, if you're still in there, be sure to activate these services, get the money up, activate it. So it's only, what, 4 million, so. Didn't do that many systems. Okay. Now, though, we have to leave the ship and walk to Vista Genomics. There is a kind of a high initial cost to activate those services, like 200, 250 million or something. It adds to your weekly upkeep a little bit, but you go out and do one 4-hour stint in exobiology and you can pay for your carrier for months, or at least a couple of months. I got billions in my fleet carrier account, so I mean many billions. I don't really have to worry about that. I typically keep $1 billion in my personal account and I put the rest on my carrier just to keep it there. My computer died a while back for like 2 months. I couldn't log in. My carrier ran out of money, just barely ran out of money. I actually had to install Elite on a different computer just to log in and transfer some cash. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Have some data. Well, let's see what you've got for us.
$72 million without any discovery bonuses. So basically multiply that times 5, essentially. Okay, I was a little low. 363 million, and that's average or just about average, maybe a little more than average for a little 4-hour stint. So I'm happy. I'm not unhappy.
That's everything.
Good haul.
Vista thanks you for your contribution.
So if you haven't done exobiology, you can see how hard it is. Find it, once you do it a little bit, it's it's real easy to do. It's not, there's low risk involved, You get your name in the game a lot. That being said, now I need suggestions for who to raid. I don't even know who's currently on right now. Someone give me some names of people that we could raid in my stream and go fix dinner. We can come back and watch some real streamers. I appreciate everybody coming in, though. I really do. I can't stress that enough. And those of you that have actually stuck around, sorry, but thank you. Let me go ahead and see who's on that we can raid into. While I wait with bated breath for suggestions from somebody in chat to go, hey, earlobes on. Stars, and she's not playing. I want them to be playing Elite at
Ads
least.
starting in 1 minute.
So y'all pick quick. EROM's got 182 people. So I guess we'll raid EROM because Bishop's on. You want to raid Bishop? I don't know if y'all know Bishop. I think he's doing AX stuff right now. Well, let's do EROM though. I haven't raided EROM in a long time, so we'll do her. Oops. So you may miss it because the ads starting up, but in fact, I'll snooze those while I set this up. Why is it not just list her right there? So I have to go look for her. What is up with that? All right, I'll start my outgoing music and we will be off, folks. Thanks again for coming in and sticking around.
Searching the stars for a world like home. After explorer drifting through the dark we roam. Scanners up, signals strong. Every system's a map, every scan's a song. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. From the edge of the void to the planets untold. Hunting for life in the cosmic cold. Alien signals beneath the sky. Exobiology waiting, no limits to fly. Earth-like worlds untouched and wild. Pirates out there with fury piled. Between the peace and danger's call. Bacardi stands strong, never will fall. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight. Exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire. With the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. Boots hit the ground, scanners ping alive. Biological wonders in the deep survive. Through the nebula's reach, to the stars untamed. Every new discovery adds to the game. But there's danger out there in the pirate zone. Federal Corvettes, engines moan. Locked in tight, no mercy given. When pirates attack, it's survival driven. Between the stars and battles fought, he never loses the mission he's got. Life in the black, born for the quest. Bacardi pushes on, never needs rest. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight. Exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire. With the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, he's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small. Commander Bacardi answers the call. Exploring the mysteries, fighting the foe. In the galaxy's depths, it's where he'll go. Bacardi's on the hunt, stars in his sight. Exploring the unknown through endless nights. From Earth-like dreams to the pirate's fire. With the Corvette blazing, his enemies retire. Trekking life forms, chasing down the fight. In the depths of space, He's the guiding light. From the blackest void to the brightest star, Bacardi's traveled the galaxy near and far. No pirate too strong, no world too small.